Being a real estate investor is hard work. It's even harder when you're working with a contractor because you have to not just have your stuff together, you've got to make sure they do have their stuff together as well. We're going to take a look at best practices for working with contractors right after this. Hi folks, I am James Jenkins, Chief Risk Officer of RiskWell, and this video is part of the Real Estate Investor Insurance Academy. Check out all the other videos we have on the series on our website, reirisk.com, as well as our YouTube channel. When you're working with a contractor or a subcontractor or general contractor, whatever it happens to be, there are some steps you can take to properly manage your risk and minimize the chance that you get screwed as a result of someone else's mistake. So we're going to jump right into the SlideShare here, and please make sure you check out the available download in the description of this video. We have the 5 things we're going to talk about here in a PDF download form. So check that out, and we're going to jump right into the screen share. All right, so Real Estate Investor Insurance Academy, best practices for working with contractors. There are simply 5 best practices we're going to discuss here in this video. The first is always use insured contractors. If you are using an uninsured contractor, then you are basically saying, I'm happy to cover your mistakes on my own insurance. And if you are happy with that, then that's fine. Just make sure you are consciously choosing to cover their mistakes. But really, guys, I'm not kidding. Always use insured contractors. This includes subcontractors if you are a GC as well. So that's one. Second is always call their insurance to verify that coverage is active. You may not know this, but when you get that certificate of insurance, it says right across the top of that document, this document is for informational purposes only and confers no rights upon the recipient or the party listed as certificate holder at the bottom. An insurance certificate means literally nothing. It's not even worth the paper that it's printed on or PDF on a computer screen. You have to call the agent or company to verify that coverage is active. The agent who's on that policy will be at the top left of that document. So make sure you always verify coverage is active. You're going to want to make sure that they're a legit business if you're working with a contractor. Check your Secretary of State's office. Just about every state has a listing where you can look up registered businesses in that state to make sure that they are in fact registered and in good standing with the Secretary of State for the state that you occupy. It's very difficult to hold an individual responsible for breach of contract, and bankruptcy gets in the way of that thing as well. So if you are working with a legitimate business that is in good standing, it's a lot easier for you to make things right if something goes totally sideways. So you always want to make sure you get additional insured status on the contractor's insurance policy. You need to require this for both ongoing and completed operations. That means that any work that they are doing now or work that they did in the past pursuant to your state's statute of limitations would be covered under their insurance policy, so you're not left holding the bag for someone else's mistakes. You're going to want to make sure you get a hold harmless agreement in your favor from that contractor, as well as getting a waiver of subrogation that prevents their insurance policy from coming after you to collect damages if something gets paid out due to a mistake the contractor made. Bonus! You're going to want to always use a written contract, a clearly defined scope of work, and a written contract. If you don't have a written contract, it's much more difficult to hold that contractor accountable for their actions. So that is it, boys and girls. Do you have any questions on this? I'd love to talk with you further. Please contact our office to schedule a no-cost consultation. Our phone number is 469-678-8001. You can email us at info@riskwell.com. And if you have enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Go ahead and like the video and ring the bell for notifications. We'd love to hear your comments and feedback, any other questions or any other subjects you'd like to hear about as well. That's all for now. Please remember, life is risky. Risk well. We'll see you next time.